Oh, going to invite my guest in here today,
Yes,
Mr.
Lord.
Nola Cigar Smoker. How's it going?
Oh, we breaking up. Let me see something. Can you
Right.
hear me?
Yes, sir. How's it going? How's it going?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
All right. Yeah, that's better. That's better. We was breaking up. Bad connection earlier.
Oh yeah, we got all this bad weather out here. I don't know what's going on, man.
Well, let it stay that way. Don't send it this way.
Man, what's going on, man? Welcome to the Herfordor.
Oh, I'm glad to be here, and I appreciate you inviting me. So
Man,
I'm gonna tell you now.
go
I'm gonna
ahead.
tell you now. You the first. You the first. So we're gonna be able to look back on this a few years from now, and we'll be able to say, I gave that fella his first shot. So I wanna thank you for you know bringing me on.
Yes, sir. That's what we do here, man. That's what we do. Um, so today I'm smoking the Coffin by Don Cierto Cigars. Uh, I met the
Yep.
owner out at the Black Cigar Festival that was out here.
All
I'm
right.
gonna be pairing that with some Dewar's 12 right here. I see you got a little smoke
Man, I'm
rolling. What
I'm
you got
simple.
over there?
I'm gonna tell you, I'm a little simple. I got that provider Southern Draw Lady Killer
Oh yeah, oh
with some
yeah,
good old sweet tea.
oh yeah.
I'm not. I'm not. I'm a social drink. I'm not a big drinker. When I do, I like to dab in some cognac. You can give me some Dose.
Uh-huh.
Hennessy. That's my. That's most people go to. But there's a bottle of kelp. You can give me some of that, and I'm good to go. But I'm a cognac drinker.
Oh, okay,
I
okay.
plan on
I do
dipping
cognac
into
some.
some whiskey.
I
Yep.
do cognac some. I'm more of a whiskey guy, bourbon and scotch,
The
myself.
co-
But
I bounce back better from cognac.
mm,
I bounce back better.
yeah, yeah, I get that. I get that. So go ahead and introduce yourself, man, your name and your social media handles.
All right. Most people call me Blunt because that's my last name, and because I smoke cigars, I try to get away from the blunt P portion of it. So I go by Nola Cigar Smoke. I'm from New Orleans, born and raised, 8 Ward, Gentilly, Seabrook area. That's my heritage. That's where I come from. So that's where the Nola come in. My grandfather taught me everything there was to know about the city from where he grew up all the way to Chalmette. So Nola Cigar Smoker was fitting. So I adopted the name and I went with it.
That's what's up, man. Yeah, I'm from New Orleans, man. I'm from the East. Grew up in the East. Spent most of my life out there. I'm in Houston now,
Oh,
though.
the East Beast, huh?
Yeah, the East before it was what it is now, though.
Oh yeah. Yeah, we're not gonna put the East out there like that on social media. But if you go through the East, keep driving, don't stop unless you know somebody.
Yeah, don't do that no more. Don't go sightseeing out there
Mm-mm,
in that East no more.
mm-mm,
Man,
mm-mm.
so how long have you been smoking cigars?
But I've been smoking for more than 10 years, but I took a break from it. Then I got back into it. I'll never forget Bayou Classic. I went down with some people. I picked me up a Stoogie from Cigar Factory. And you couldn't tell me nothing, man. I was in my own zone, people partying and having fun, and it was like I was in my own world. And so for the past, I want to say 7 years, I've been smoking regularly, trying different cigars. If you look at my page, you'll see there's no one particular brand. I have my
Hmm.
favorites, but I like to dip in a lot of different cigars. So for the past, like I say, 5 to 7 years, it's been consistent, cigar after cigar. I just about smoke almost every day, if you know, as much as I can. So
Yeah,
average 7 years. I say seven to make it short.
7 years. That's what's up, man. How'd you get into cigars?
Like I say, I Saint Super Bowl. I went out and bought me a couple of sticks, and
Yeah.
that's one of those things that I had one. I had one for halftime, and I had one for after the game.
Hmm.
And ever since then, I think getting the chance after the Saints Super Bowl, getting a chance to smoke and really get a chance to relax while smoking, it was on from there. It was like, man, the peace that comes with smoking cigars is an awesome thing.
Yeah,
That's
man.
how I get
Yeah.
into it.
Yeah, I look at it as I heard Steve Harvey on Cam Newton's show on YouTube. He say it's like a breathing exercise. It's meditation.
Hmm.
It's a breathing exercise, and the camaraderie from fellowshipping with other cigar smokers and stuff like that. That's one of the reasons I smoke. It's all of that combined. All of that combined for me is why I do it.
Yeah, it's a bit like I say, it's a beautiful thing, man. It's nothing like lighting that cigar. Whether if you're by yourself, being able to concentrate, being able to reflect on life and things that you've done and how you can be better. And then when you're amongst your peers and amongst people, having a great conversation about cigars, or it could be about football, it could be about business. And even in some situations, you may not agree with the person, it always seems to be a civil conversation because of the environment of
Right.
smoking a cigar and just being chill and being able to say, I don't agree with that, but man, give me another drink, man, light another
Yeah.
cigar,
Yeah.
and everything moves forward from there.
Right.
So
Right.
yeah,
Yeah, man.
it's beautiful.
It's a beautiful thing.
Hmm.
The whole culture, is enjoyable. It's just everything that comes with it is enjoyable. I love that. I love that.
Yeah,
You know.
yeah, and it's amazing how I was talking to some people a couple of days ago. It's amazing how if you got into cigars, like I say, over the last 10 years, you were one of the ones that knew, you know,
Mhm.
that you knew of. But then it was so many people. It was only a handful of people that you knew of that smoked. But
Right.
now it's like bridging the gap between communities and groups of people. And I mean, the ladies, they're embracing the cigar culture. Man, they came in kicking doors down in their stilettos and their heels and saying, man, look, this is a beautiful thing. I want to be a part of it.
Yeah.
So 10 years ago, you didn't have that.
Right.
You had a
Right.
handful. And a lot of people look down on women, but then it's like, no, man, they enjoy the same stuff we do, man.
Let them
Let
do
them
what they
come in.
do.
Exactly. They're bringing that beauty and that I would hate to say it because I don't want to offend anybody, but it brings that softness to what we do. So you'll know that this is no longer a male dominated thing, that the women are coming in and they're right on side of us pushing meditation, social events, and it's a beautiful thing, and it's come a long ways in the past couple of years.
Yeah.
I can, from my perspective, from what I can see.
Yeah. I think that's social media, because
Hmm.
before, if like you said, most people only knew Rocky Patel Padron. That's about it. I mean, when I first was trying to get into cigars, that's what I was looking. I was asking people, "You smoke cigars?" "Oh, I smoke Rocky Patel." That's all I heard, so that's what I was looking for. And
Yeah.
then the further I get into it, I start like going to the shops. I was just going for the Rocky Patels, not knowing, everything I needed to know. And the further I got off in it, that's when I started to
Hmm.
develop my palate and stuff. But then social media made it where you see all types of cigars, you know, and I think.
Stuff
Go ahead.
you won't be able to smoke. You won't be able to. Social media have you messed up because you won't be able to smoke all those cigars you see up north. They have their brands, and over on the south, and then I mean, I have people that follow me from overseas, and you look and you like, man, where they get that cigar from?
Yeah,
You go to your local shop and
they ain't got it.
you find out you can't get it, ain't here. You
You
gotta
can't
go
get it.
here.
Yeah,
So yeah, so it's awesome. It's awesome.
yeah. That growth is amazing, man, and it's so
Hmm.
many cigar brands popping up. You know what I mean? And they're all putting a stamp, you know, on this whole culture.
On this industry. Yeah, you got you got look some of the black owned businesses like Soul Brother, and you got my guy down here in New Orleans with no Cigar Crew with the Big Chief Smokes, and you got another group called Fat Ash. They have their own brand, and then
Hmm.
you have Pretty Girl Smoke. She have her accessory lines and her gear, and it's like before the cigar, you looked at cigars, you was like, oh, you had to have a button up and
Right.
a top hat. Now you go into jogging suits and button ups and t-shirts, and so the culture has grown so much
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
I could come to Houston and get a cigar. You take me to a shop and I get a cigar that I would never see in New Orleans.
This one right here.
So
This one
yeah,
right here, that Don Cierto. I didn't know that it
yeah,
existed until I went to the Black Cigar Festival and I met him. And I saw he had,
all right,
you know, his own cigar line, and it was so many of them. Cigar Runner 6, Hawking McSailor, one of my favorites, Emperor's Cut. It's just so many of them, and they make quality sticks. You know, it's not like
yeah.
they just throwing stuff out there and throwing and see people go, no, they making quality sticks. And
And
it's
and they're reasonable. That's
yeah,
the thing that I
right.
did a video on. I did a video on TikTok because my people laugh at me because I do TikToks, but I don't care because at the end of the day my message is about cigars,
Right.
and I did a video about it, and it's like people look at these cigars and be like, oh, it's $5, it can't be good, and I'm like,
That
man,
don't
have you
mean
ever
nothing.
smoked yeah, that don't mean nothing. Like, it's $5 because I'm assuming marketing is saying, let's get our name out there. We're going to give it to you for a reasonable price, and then we'll go from there. They're
Right,
building a
right.
brand, but there's a lot of cigars out there that's new. That man, I'm gonna tell you this. I'm gonna tell you this. And I'm not gonna say the brand, but there's a brand out there that's pricey that I walk past every time I go to a shop, and I'll pick up a Last Call by AJ Fernandez. I'll pick up Illusions Rothschild for $5. I will pick that up because it's a good cigar for the money. Whereas the pricey brands, I'm not gonna crap on them.
Right,
They're
right,
good,
right.
but
I know what you're talking
they're
about.
good. But I asked the question when a new cigar come out: is it worth the money?
Right,
It can taste good, but is it worth the money?
right,
And
right,
some is
right.
for the experience. Like I smoked the Ashton, I was like, Lord, it's a price of stick, but it's good. I did my birthday one. I got a Padron, one of them $20, $30, and I was like, okay, I see why it's a pricey
Uh-huh,
cigar.
uh-huh.
But these new cigar companies coming in with great product, bearded cigars. I haven't had a chance to try his stuff yet, but bearded cigars. He has a value pack that comes with a humidor, a glass humidor, so many sticks for a decent price. You get that, and bam,
Set.
and you're paying a little bit of money. So it's a like I said, it's a beautiful thing when you can try, and especially if you're on a budget.
Right, right.
The new cigar thing is one. That's why one of the reasons I'm with Provider.
Hmm.
I'm not with them for the name. I'm with them because they give me cigars that I wouldn't see in my regular everyday cigar shop,
Right.
or just on one particular site on the internet, like the Lady Killer. You can't go to anybody's shop and buy it. So that's one of the things I like about them. I get to smoke stuff that I normally wouldn't be able to smoke.
Hmm.
And that's the wonderful thing about the industry is just so many,
Yeah, yeah.
so many.
So many of them, man. So how would you define a good cigar?
I laugh at this. Okay, I laugh at this. I'm learning that I tend to, without knowing, I tend to move to the Nicaraguans. I love the cedary. I love the sweet. I love the cocoa and the chocolate flavors. And without knowing, I end up picking these type of cigars. Cigars. Now, if you can see this cigar, I call this little ash rings.
Hmm.
It's like when you look at a tree when they cut it down, you can tell how old it is. When I see that, I think I look and say, okay, this is packed real nice. This is put together, well constructed cigar for them smoke rings. Appearance, don't nobody in social media land judge me, okay? But on appearance, oily, brown skin, oily and brown skin. Just in my mind, because there's so many words that we can use to describe a
Right,
cigar that's
right.
not, it can get you in trouble. I changed my way of seeing things instead of saying a stick. I changed my way dark and oily, brown skin and oily. Pretty much, when I look at a cigar, I look at a dark skinned woman dipped in shea butter, and when I see that light glistening off of that leaf of that skin, I'm like, ooh, that's it. When you pick it up and you feel the texture, it's like, that's it.
Yeah.
That's the one. I want her right there. That's the one I want. And I don't normally tell people that because I don't want to seem sexist, if that's right, but that's how I pick my cigars. I
Hmm.
love an oily cigar. I love, I love the complexion. I look at it like I would look at a woman. Oh man, look, she's beautiful. Look at it, it's oily. And that's my way of picking out cigars.
Yeah, I tend to go um probably more Dominican, if anything, just because of the deeper, flavors. But
Yeah.
because I like that earthiness and the leatheriness of the cigars,
Hmm.
that a lot of people say, "Ooh, that's heavy." I'm like, yeah, but it's good, and
Yeah.
definitely.
You say earthy, I say dirty, because
Mm,
I've learned where we use terminology in the cigar world that new smokers don't understand. So you see, when somebody first told me leather, I was like, I've never tasted leather before. And then when you start smoking and you say, oh, okay, it tastes like this. And so instead of saying earthy, a lot of new smokers don't understand earthy, so I say dirty. And
okay,
they're like,
okay,
oh, I get it. Instead of saying creamy, I say rice pudding. And it's like, oh, I get it now.
okay,
I see
okay.
what, okay, I
Yes,
see. So it's like those flavors. I'm still learning, and I tell people I'm still learning the flavor profile. My palate is steady growing, and I make sure I let new smokers know. Just because you don't taste what I taste
don't mean
doesn't
right.
mean anything. As long as you like it,
That's what
that's
matters.
all that matters. And over time, you'll be able to put that chocolate, and you'll be able to get that mocha, and you'll be able to get that cedar and that leather. You'll be able to pick those things up,
Right, right.
and then it'll be like, okay, I see now. I burn sage when I smoke cigars, so I don't get the aromatics all the time
Mm,
when I smoke. I burn copal. I have, that's another thing, but I burn sage. I burn copal. I burn stuff when I smoke because in some instances it's a ritual for me.
right.
Like I touch all my cigars when before I smoke them, and let the cigar say "smoke me" instead of me saying I'm gonna smoke it. So when I'm burning sage now. I can't smell the cigar. I can only taste it. So if you somebody that smoke outside, you may not be able to get the aromatics.
Right.
So I see somebody I think is about the pairing with a drink as well. That's true. Like he's drinking what you drinking? The
Scotch.
Walt
Do it.
Scotch. He's drinking
Scotch.
Scotch. I'm drinking tea. I'm a tea drinker. You can give me some chamomile, some chai tea. You can give me that, and I drink that coffee. I drink that all day. Every now and again, like I said, kelp is my go-to drink.
Mm-hmm.
When I'm out, if I can get a Kelk or what that is, an English 95 or something like
Mm-hmm.
that, old fashioned, give me that cigar, I'm good to go. But the flavors, like I say, I tell new people, man, smoke what you like. The
Yep.
flavor profile gonna come.
Smoke what
It's
you
gonna
like.
come.
Smoke what you like.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, for me, pairing it with the drink, it can be anything that you pair your cigars with, and the whole point is to elevate both. Whatever it
Yeah.
is you're drinking, the point is to elevate the flavors in the cigar as well as the flavors in whatever it is you're drinking.
If you drink,
Because if
yeah.
you're drinking
Yeah.
something, because I've smoked a cigar and I started out with, say, a scotch, and the cigar was so
Mm-hmm.
strong it blew the scotch out, so I can't taste it. So I got to go to something stronger, go to some bourbon or something, you know.
Yeah.
So it's
Yeah.
really all about the entire experience. Like you said, it's a ritual. It's always, most cigar smokers have some sort of ritual, you know,
Mm-hmm.
whether they know it or not. It's from
Mm.
choosing the cigar to looking at the cigar to lighting the cigar to smoking the cigar to when you take
The
the
way you cut
wrapper
it.
off and all of that,
Yeah.
It's all
Yeah.
it's a ritual. That's another one of the things that I love about it. You know what I mean? Um, but yeah, pairing, yeah, it's just like a marriage. It goes together well and it complements
Yeah.
each other. Because if you drinking something, and if you drinking whatever you drinking just to drink it and just to have a cigar, then it's not a
That's
pairing.
dating.
Yeah,
That's dating.
yeah, that's dating.
That's not a marriage. But when you get into it, when you purposely say, I want to try, like I would do an IPA. I used to go to a cigar shop and I would do a different IPA every time I went there, just to taste and say, okay, this is what I get, and this is what I get. So now when I go, I know I want this particular IPA with this particular cigar because
Right,
I've tested it out and I like this, like you guys said, I put them together now. They're a couple, they're married.
right,
And they're not just dating each other. I know what it is. And everybody dating life is different. Some
right.
like to date multiple IPAs. Some like to date multiple cigars. Like I said, like me, you very seldom see. I will buy a lot of five, and I will smoke that five. I tend to I tend to buy different cigars because I like the smoking experience. Like I said, I have my favorite lines. I have my favorite brands. I'm a small batch type of guy, boutique brand type of guy,
Right.
because I relate to them on a level of I'm coming from here to here. I'm trying to get from a regular smoker to a advanced smoker. So it's like the boutique companies, your small companies, they're here and they're trying to elevate. So I tend to go to those companies because it's like it's almost like you could taste the hard work in their
Yeah,
product.
yeah.
And I'm not saying Rocky Patel, and I'm not saying La Flor Dominican is one of my favorites.
Uh-huh.
I'm not saying that they're not still putting in work. I'm saying that they have their following, they have their flavors, but to me, Foundation, La Barber, their line, a Bromacraft, those small brand companies, they're so epic. Those companies, Southern Draw, they're not small companies. They're just a small batch company, and it's like you can taste the work that they put in
Yeah,
when you
yeah.
smoke this cigar.
I had a cigar company, Big Boy Cigars, on the show, and I smoked two of their cigars, and like you said, like I like boutique companies, smaller companies, because like you said, you can taste the hard work in it because
Mm-hmm.
they put so much into it, you know. Um, that's why I love Emperor's Cut, man, because you can take every cigar is is perfect. That's the thing
Mm-hmm.
about boutique companies. They make every cigar perfect. Like the owner can touch every cigar. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
And it's like,
and it's
hey,
personal.
yeah,
It's personal.
personal, and you can taste that in the small batch and boutique cigars.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas with a Rocky Patel, You know, they have good cigars, but you know, it's already
They're
set.
established.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know,
And you
he's
just
set.
tasting Rocky Patel. You're not tasting the hard
Yeah,
work of the owner. You
yeah,
know what I mean?
yeah.
Nah. So
It's,
that's one thing I
that's
love
like
about it.
Oscar. I think I met Oscar a couple of years ago when he first started on his own with the Oscar Leaf and stuff.
Hmm.
And I was smoking his stuff, and it was like, oh, he worked for a big name company, and he branched out on his own, and you can taste the difference. Is because it's almost like I can't fail
Right.
type of role. Like, yes, you know, Rocky know he can't fail. He know I'm established. If I put out one bad cigar, my
It's
following
not
is
gonna
there.
stop nothing.
But yeah, but it's like the small batch company is like I can't fail. Perfection is it, and
Yeah.
it's like I said, and that's why I like him because it's like me. I'm just starting on this platform. I've been smoking for a while. If I'd have known about, you know, pushing cigars on social media, I probably would have done it. So now, when you call me and say, Blunt, look, I want to do a podcast. You down? It's like, yes, I'm coming because now you put me in a situation where I'm like a small batch company. I'm me, and I can't fail me.
Right.
So now I got to give people the raw,
Yeah.
so they can sit there and look and say, man, look at that guy Nola, man, let's follow him. Let's see what he putting out. Let's see what he's smoking. Man, look, if you know, whenever I know one of the questions, because I cheated. One of the
That's all
questions are
right.
about businesses. I'm looking to start my own cigar shop. So now I'm in a position where I can't fail because I have people looking at me saying, man, let's go to the city. Man, let's go to where Nola at and let's see what he got over there at the shop. Let's support him because I know he came from one interview, 2 years ago, and look where he's at now.
Yeah.
He's been putting out good stuff, and so that's what makes me relate to the small batch companies. It's like somebody say they're hungry,
Right. Right.
and we relate to that. It's like we are hungry.
Got to
We
be.
want to push positive vibes from the cigar industry and the cigar world.
Yes. Yes. Now, since you done started already, let's go and talk more about this cigar shop you planning on opening up.
Man, is my goal because I'm one of those people that I'm steady doing self evaluations, and I notice there's a lot of things that I'm into, but cigars has been like I'm a security guard,
Hmm.
but I've been in law enforcement. So law enforcement is my heart. So I know it's one of those things that I refuse to feel at, and I put everything into it. When I say everything, everything. So it's like the cigars. It's like, Blunt, you really put everything into your cigars. When I wasn't working, I found budget cigars. I can literally go to the cigar shop with $100 and come out with 20 some more cigars that are good. And it's like, bro, if you're willing to sacrifice that and you're willing to learn how to maneuver your money so you can smoke, this is something you love. You're doing
Yeah.
something
Yeah.
for this. And so what better way to, you know, bring it, what better way to elevate to open your own shop?
Bring it
We're
full
talking
circle.
about stories. Yeah, we're talking about stories. We're talking about our experience. I'm a storyteller. What we do when we talk about cigars, when we have cigars, we tell
Tell
stories.
stories.
So you tell me your story, I tell you my story. Next thing you know, it's 2-3 hours later, we buying another drink, we buying another cigar. The experience, I want to bring that to the table.
Yeah.
I want people to know where I came from, and I want to know where you came from. So that's part of the reason that I want to be able to open a shop to where I can sit down with my customers and smoke one. I can, enjoy these stories of when I had my baby, or when, my wife did this, or when I remember I was at work and this happened.
Yeah.
And that's the type of person that I am. So it's only right that I work to elevate to that level of opening up my own shop. Now, where it's going to be, is the tough part. I'm actually working on a logo.
Mm-hmm.
I'm working on my logo. So because again, I'm New Orleans. I got to make sure when I drop is what speaks to me and speaks to where I'm from. So
Right,
that's an
right.
important piece for me. So I'm working on logos. So I'm working on in my head. My girl tell you I write down different plans, and this is stuff I wasn't doing before. I'm writing down, okay, I want to do this, and this, so I can always go back. If you don't believe me, I got me a pad right now. I'm writing stuff down because I want to be prepared and I want to know. And I'm reading these comments so I can look and see what they want and what people want, so I
Right.
can cater to that, so I can be a successful person and businessman, but change lives of new smokers and change the way some of the old smokers think, because as an old smoker we tend to know everything.
Yeah, yeah.
So if we embrace the newcomers and educate them and still be willing to learn ourselves, I want that to come in and be a part of the business aspect of what I want to bring to the table.
Yeah, man. The passion that you spoke with that about, man, it's gonna happen in no time, and it's gonna be amazing. I can just tell from the way that you talk about it. It, it's it's a passion. You know what I mean? And there's
Mm-hmm.
love in it, and it's going to be something that probably no other cigar shop that I've been to has. You know, a lot of the cigar shops you go to, it's uh either some young kid behind the counter who all they do is ring you
Mm-hmm.
out, or it's some old smoker who knows about uh everything about where cigars are from and all that, but he can't but you don't have that camaraderie. It's not the
Yeah,
love in it, the passion in it. It's just, I got this business, I'm selling cigars. Come buy
yeah, and
cigars, you know.
that's what I don't want to be, because I've been to shops where I will go in and I was like, okay, what you got new? And it was like, oh, I got this, and I'm like, okay, what's the flavor profile? And he was like, oh, excuse me, what's okay, what it tastes like? I haven't smoked the. Okay, cool. I can take this a lot of cigars, and I can take you and smoke. So what can you tell me about it? Okay, I tell new smokers, once you learn your flavor profile, you should be able to go into a shop and say, I like coffee, I like cocoa. That person in that shop should be able to bring you to coffee and cocoa.
Exactly, exactly.
I don't like strong flavor. I don't like full flavor cigars. That person should at the least be able to bring you there and give you some insight on, okay, this is a Connecticut rapper. This is this. Not all Connecticut rappers are the same, because Zeno put out a Connecticut rapper that hits hard and is good. Hamlet. He puts out a
Hmm.
Connecticut blend that hits hard. And so you don't, like somebody said, you don't want to go in the shop and see an old head and they intimidate you and be like, oh, okay, just give me
Yeah,
what you think I should smoke, versus introducing me to something that's beautiful and brilliant that I haven't smoked before.
right, right.
And that's where I stand. And I believe in it so much that I don't know everything about cigars. I would not lie to you. I can't tell you everything about the Embargo Act and all the history and stuff. What I can tell you, and I stand on this, like Frank Lucas, I stand on this. I love this shit,
Yeah,
and you can't
yeah,
take it from me. So if you ask
right.
me a question and I don't have an answer,
I'm gonna find
guess
it.
what I'm about to do? Pack my shit up and I'm going to find it, because you need my help, and I'm in a position to help you.
Hmm.
And when I help you and I'm learning, I'm helping myself as well.
Right.
So
So now the next
that's
person
what I
can,
want to give people.
yeah. And I mean
Mm-hmm.
that's something, like I said, that's something that you don't get a lot in cigar shops. People don't really do that when you go to a cigar shop. They might can tell you what's the best seller. Uh,
Yeah.
they might can tell you oh well, um a lot of people say this one's good. I don't want that. If I
Mm-hmm.
got four cigars in my hand, And if I say, hey man, I'm looking for something I never had before, then I want you to be able to, you should be able, if you own a cigar shop, to look at what I got in my hand and say, oh, okay. And have some sort of a little bit of idea of what my flavor profile is, what my palate is, what I like. And then
Exactly.
guide me to the right direction. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
But and
Because
that's gonna be nice, man.
I can't go in the cigar shop half the time. Let me tell you, I was headed to work, and I stopped at the cigar shop to pick up a lady killer, and I'm in there, and the guy's in there, and he was I think there's some the cigar guy, he recommended something, and when he recommended, he stepped out, and I was like, "What's your flavor profile? Or what you normally smoke?" Or what what you're looking to do? You're gonna be out a while, you're gonna quick smoke. And here it is, I'm supposed to be heading to work, and I'm here I'm selling cigars. The owner don't have to come in here no more because
Right.
I've sat there and went through the whole like, man, look, I haven't smoked that. I want to try that. I want to try that. But most of the people I talk to, man, they saying that's a good smoke. They do this, that. Now that right there is iffy. That's something that, I would have to say I've smoked something. Let me try it on GP. But I find myself in a cigar shop for about 30 minutes selling other people's product. So why I can't, you know what I'm saying? I could be doing this crap for myself.
Do it for yourself.
Yeah, and then that's and not saying now the cigar shop I go to, they are very helpful. I'm not gonna lie. One of them is Havana Ports. I got to give them this shot. They're very helpful on boats in boat locations. They're very helpful. But the thing is, like I said, even when I go to Havana, I had this thing I used to do with the new workers. I knew everybody, so when I see a new worker, what I would come in and say, I like this, and this. You find me a cigar, and they be looking like, huh? I'm telling you what I like. Now find me a cigar, and I let them know I'm only messing with you, but I want to see. I'm trying to help you connect with your customers.
Right.
Because just because you know about this one and this one, I'm telling you what I like. Now, what's your suggestion? And then a couple of them, they were like, man, I see where you're going with this. I see what you was doing.
Yeah.
And it's like, because I love this shit. This is what I like to do. So if I can help you, that means you're going to help somebody else, and you're going to usher in a whole nother generation of smokers.
A whole nother generation
that's going to come in understanding and being comfortable around some of us old heads to say, oh, I smoked this.
Yeah.
Like, I know old heads I know some people look down on you for smoking a quorum. Sir, if I only got $5, this is what I got.
That's what
I got.
Man,
we supposed to be enjoying the cigar, not talking about the price of the cigar.
Yeah, man. Now, one of the things I hate when I go into the cigar shop, when I go stop in on a Friday or Saturday, and you got the weekend smokers who come in there and they go straight to them cohibas, and they say, all I smoke is cohibas. Get out my face.
I did a video on that. To all I smoke is cohibas. I don't give about none of that. Because, sir, that's the name. Tell me about the experience. Right. Yeah, tell me about the experience. Because if you're telling me you smoke cohibas, you just telling me it's possible that you have big pockets. That don't mean nothing in the cigar world.
Or you want us to think you got big pockets. So you come in and buy one cigar and spend half your paycheck on it.
Yeah, to people who love smoking, they can care less the brand you smoke.
Right.
It's the story. It's the camaraderie. It's the memory. Once we leave here of smoking it, I remember I was smoking a quorum, and me and this guy was talking, and this and happened. Or a factory smoking this. Don't nobody care about no price of cigar. Is it good?
Right.
Like somebody said earlier, quality. That's what we care about when we do this. Quality smokes are the best. Yeah. And I love everything about this stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Yeah. So, all right, let's have a little fun. What are some of the most annoying things you've experienced in the cigar lounge? Besides I only smoke Cohiba guys.
Oh, man, I talk about this all the time. I talk about this all the time, and it's a pet peeve of mine. And I'm normally a mild-mannered person, but I be wanting to fight people when they come in and they, can I borrow your cutter? No, you can't borrow my cutter.
Oh no.
You done lost your rep.
Oh no.
You want to
And
borrow
that
my what?
even before COVID. Oh no.
Sir,
Oh no.
ma'am,
Keep that.
Pablo, bro.
Oh,
What?
I hate that. I hate
Wait,
that.
wait, wait, no,
Or
no, no.
you know they
Oh, you
got the
go.
silver one with the four the two V's and the guillotines in the middle, and they lick it and
Yeah.
stick it in there. What are you doing? What are you
Man, oh, I
doing?
gotta lubricate. Man, this is not. You not. No, you don't have to lubricate anything, sir.
No,
That's
man.
what the oil and the leaf is for. I think
Right.
you gonna buy it, right? Because I
Right.
don't want.
Sticking
I
their
don't want you.
nose
I
up
don't want
under
you.
it.
Yeah, I don't want that, sir. When we just finished talking about it, we just finished talking about it to a degree. I hate, and you know, people can look at me crazy. I'm gonna stand on this to the fullest. I hate when people look down on others for not being able to smoke what they smoke.
Right.
Like I said, I
Yeah.
love
Yes.
Padron is a good stick. Like I say, $30 Davidoff, the good stick. Don't just because you can afford Davidoff, don't give you that right to downplay the budget
Somebody that
smoker.
don't. Right. Right.
And the thing is, you act like budget cigars are not good. So when
I
we get
hate
we doing
that.
the shopping, like, oh, man, I smoke Ligas. I smoke Ligas too when I can afford them, but are served.
Right.
I don't smoke. You know,
Right
it's
now,
about
I'm
the
gonna fire up
experience.
these $12, $10 sticks, and I'm gonna be all right.
Yeah, exactly. Like I said, I can literally go in. I know I can go on a Havana porch right now with $100 and come out with anything anywhere from 15 to 20 sticks for $100. I know I can
Hmm.
do that.
Oh yeah, good
So
sticks. Good sticks.
good cigars, factory smokes, Quorum. I can't think of the one. I think Asylum make one. I can't think of the name of it. Good stick. You some of your local places like Havana, they got the lanyard. That's under $5. A lot of cigar shops, they have their house blend, $5.
Right.
Good
Right.
cigars. I just smoked the Big Chief from Nola Cigar Crew. I think that I can't remember how much it was, but good stick. I got some I haven't tried yet from Soul Brother. You just mentioned a guy. A black owned that put them out there. They're good sticks. But you don't like somebody say, don't come for me.
Right.
Cause I came here to smoke and enjoy.
I came here to
I didn't come here.
relax, enjoy,
Yeah.
do my thing, and now you looking down on me because I'm spending $5 on a stick. Now, like the one of the cigar shops I go to out here, I frequent them. Their house stick is made by Drew Estates,
Yeah.
so it's no ban on it. So you
Yeah.
wouldn't know. But I always ask every shop I go to. I ask for the house sticks because I want to see what they got
Mm-hmm.
because they're always $6 and less, and most
Mm-hmm.
of the time they're good.
They're
They're
great.
good
They're
stick.
great.
Yeah.
Smoke on the water in the city. They have a house stick. Is nice. Is nice. So if you just like you say unbanned cigars, shit, I get 4 cigars through provider for $20, $5 a piece. Why? They don't have a band on it. But like you say, Drew Estate, they make them. They're not putting a band on them. I know at some shops they sell seconds.
Mm-hmm.
They're good cigars.
Factory smokes.
So like somebody say,
Sometimes you come
it's
across them.
supposed to be love. It's like
Yeah.
somebody say at the bottom, it's supposed to be love and positive vibes and camaraderie.
Yeah.
That's what this is about. Now, mind you, I'm not gonna talk about. I'm not gonna talk bad about you with your negative vibes. I'm not gonna talk bad about you.
Right.
If you're not showing positivities for the lifestyle, I'm not gonna talk bad about you. I just won't talk to you.
Exactly.
Go be who you are,
Exactly.
because I'm a believer in that. Be the person that you are. If you one of those people that, oh, I only smoke, be him.
Go smoke 'em.
Be her. Be
Do
him,
what you
be her.
do.
I don't have a problem with it. Do what you
But
do.
don't Don't, like
But
somebody said in the comments, but don't shit on me. You know,
exactly.
go do what you do. Let me do what I do, and we could enjoy. We could either enjoy some fellowship, or I can sit over here and
Yeah.
enjoy some fellowship with somebody else.
I can sit. Look, I'm an only child, baby. I can sit there by myself. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
There's we just went to the city for because they wanted to make the announcement that No Cigar Fest was going to be postponed.
Hmm.
And one of the ladies there, I was telling, and out in Baton Rouge, I was telling her, there's times where I would come in a cigar shop and I would see you and your crew, and I would walk past you because not because I'm being shitty or stink. You have your thing going on, so
Right.
I would wait for you to acknowledge and invite me into your circle. But I have no problem with smoking by myself. I'm an only child. But if it, that excitement increases when you find somebody who love to smoke just on GP. I just love this shit.
Yes.
When you have that, I just love this attitude, man, I can smoke with you. We don't
All
have to
day.
say much.
All day. Now we could
We don't
just
have to say much.
sit and do like this.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And the conversation will come naturally.
Hmm.
It'll come naturally.
Yeah, that's.
So
I love the fellowship aspect of it. And if you're doing anything but, I don't need to deal with you. You know what I mean?
yeah, like I said, you can be who you are because I'm not one to put you down for being the person that you are. So I'm not gonna put you down for being that I'm only this smoke this type person. I'm gonna let you be that because you know what I know. What I know is there's a lot of I only smoke people.
Right.
So if I only smoke Maduro person. There's a lot of I only smoke Maduro people out there. So y'all have something that y'all relate to. So just because I can't relate to I only smoke, don't mean I have to put you down or shit on you. That just means I'm gonna just go over here with the I love to smoke over here, or I love to meditate over here, or I love positive vibes over here. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not mad at you. I'm not mad at you. Just don't bring it to me.
Right. Right.
Just I'm not mad at you. Enjoy Maduros. I know some people live and die by Maduros. I know people live and die by Cubans. I know
Yeah.
people who live and die by like like you say these big name brands, these Cohibas, and just like that. What get me is this it. You have a lot of I only smoke Cohiba people, and you ask Red Dot, and they were like, yeah. And then you like, hold on, okay, so you only smoke Cohiba Red Dot. Do you know that that Cohiba goes deeper than the Red Dot that you're smoking?
Man, they make so many cigars, man. They make so many cigars. But a lot of people see that one label, that one
Mm-hmm.
label, and that's a Cohiba. That's why when you go on cruises or you go to Mexico or something, and they're selling you these knockoff Cohibas, and
They
people
can do it.
people grab them and say, oh yeah, I paid $100 for these two sticks, and they're Cohibas, and I'd be like, no, they not. You
Did you
don't
check
even
the
know what you
band?
smoke.
Did you check the band? Did you check? Did you? Because see, a lot of people don't know. Do I have a cigar box close by me? It's because a lot of people don't know the labeling that goes on the cigars to ensure that you're getting
What you
what you
get,
you you know
what
you
you're
get
supposed to be getting.
what you get
Yeah.
what you're supposed to be getting. A lot of people don't know that. But then when you got like I say Cohiba, there's the Red Dot. That's the like they say that's the Nike. That's the everybody want to run to them, and that's what they want to do.
Yeah.
And you don't realize, like I said, I don't know all the story about the Embargo Act and how they dispersed all the different people back in history. And cigars are not made. The Cubans are not made with the same quality that they were back in the day.
Right.
But
Right.
Cohiba has another Cohiba that's not a Red Dot, that's original. Then you have the Cohiba that imitates the original because you're so hungry for a Cohiba, they sell you the knockoff, and you sit here smoking black and mild paper, and you say,
Oh, this Cohiba
no,
good.
yeah, it's Cohiba good. So you know you're smoking black and mild, right? Oh, and that's the other thing too.
You don't smell
Here's the other thing.
that?
That's the other thing. That's the other thing. And like I said, I don't like taking shots at people. You smoke what you like. But if you watching this, if you see this, if this come across your timeline and you just so happen to see this part, Black and Milds are not cigars
at all.
It says cigars on the pack, but it's pipe tobacco. It's not a cigar.
Tobacco is not a cigar at all.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to hurt your feelings.
It's somebody gonna see this and say, huh?
Yeah, I'm just letting you know it's not a cigar. I'm not knocking it. I used to smoke Black and Milds. That's before I became a cigar smoker. Because now I don't know if I'm the only one, but I can't smoke Black and Milds anymore. Nah. It would make me stick to my stomach. But Black and Milds are not cigars.
Nah,
and I say about
it's dried pipe tobacco. Dry pipe tobacco. Ain't even good pipe tobacco.
And it's not quality.
How many people can smoke a Cohiba and recognize it being original? Not many. Not many people can smoke a Cohiba. Not many people can get a Cohiba and look at. It's not many people that can even look at the label and say this is fake. You know?
Exactly. Papa, I'm telling you now. I'm one of those people that probably couldn't tell you the difference. Because I haven't smoked a Cohiba. I haven't smoked a Cohiba Red Dot. Somebody gave me a Cohiba and said they got it off cruise. I gave it to somebody else because no, you can go ahead. I'm not interested in smoking Cohibas. So I'm one of those people. So now that you know that I'm one of those people, let's change up. If you told me, if you told me you didn't know what a Cohiba tastes like, a real Cohiba tastes like, now it's my job to find out and do some research so I can tell you, oh, this is what you're looking for. This is what the band is hitting for. That's my job.
Yeah.
So because I want you to learn and I want you to be able to go anywhere and be able to look at a Cohiba and say, no, that's not it. Right. You can light a Cohiba. No. This is not it.
You can tell a Cohiba when you light it. If the wrapper starts to burn and it don't look like a cigar, it ain't right. If it ain't got the hologram on the band, it ain't real. If anything is out of line, if the squares are not perfectly even on the band, it ain't real. You know, and that's just the most popular band. You know, that's the most knocked off cigar I think ever is a Cohiba.
Yeah, because it's easy. Because it's like I don't have to sell it. It sells itself. Right now I pull on one of my bands off. I can put Cohiba on it and say $20. You know what you're gonna do?
Somebody gonna buy it
because you heard Cohibas are good. And again, we're not shitting on Cohiba. I just don't smoke. You know, I'm not. I know
it's not. It's not what I go to.
Yeah, it's not what I go to. Yeah, it's not my go-to. I got a lot of go-tos, but Cohiba not one.
Cohiba ain't one of them. Cohiba is not one of them.
Like this is not an expensive cigar, but one of my all-time favorites is the LFD Chapter 1 and Chapter 2. I love those cigars.
Now I like the LFD. My favorite cigar by LFD, or I like the Digger, because a lot of people can't handle it. You know, that 11.5 inches Maduro flavor all the way through. A lot of people can't handle it. Now, I will say this. If you ever get you one and you go to smoke it, make sure you done ate something.
Oh, yeah.
So when you get to that last third, it's going to sit you down.
Look, that's not when I want to be childish. When I want to be childish, what I do is, and it's somebody that don't smoke, I would get them a nice cigar just so I can see them. Oh my God! Oh my God! I'm sitting there looking like you want to smoke with the big dogs. Come on, man!
Gotcha. Come on, you got to keep going. Man. Keep going.
keep. It's crazy because, like I say, like say for example, me and you hang out. We friends. I can do that to you. Now, you know, this person over here know I'm gonna give you good advice.
Right.
But man, if we roll with each other and be cool like that, man, I'm gonna send you out there and that. Well, no, man, you ain't gotta eat nothing now, man. Look, you gotta eat nothing.
No, we'll eat later. Go smoke this.
Yeah, drink and smoke. Because you don't understand. You know how many cigars I smoked before I ate? My stomach, you know, I'm 300 pounds. My stomach has learned to adapt to
Yeah,
smoking without eating.
mine too.
You,
But that digger,
you my dog, so you know what, man? Nah, man, smoke that, man. Man, smoke that Camacho Triple Maduro, man. Smoke it. It's good, man. Smoke it.
that Camacho
Smoke,
Triple
man.
Maduro
Look, you
gonna put
sitting
him
there.
out. That's gonna put him
You
out.
should, man. I smoked one. I smoked one a couple of weeks ago. After I ate, and I still was like, damn, this is nice. This, I'm like, oh Lord, I gotta go lay down after this. It was
Yeah,
nice. I
that one to
smoked
get you, boy.
the nub double Maduro.
Uh-huh.
I'm like, man, this is nice. But you better eat something before you smoke it.
And the thing about that them
Because
nubs, it ain't but this big.
mm-hmm.
And that double Maduro will sit you down.
Man,
It,
I sit there and look at these people like, man, how do they put so much flavor in this little bit of cigar?
man,
And
it's
it's a good. And I did a video. The nub cigar is for. I would say if you get the Connecticut wrap, a nub cigar is good for new smokers because they're so small and because new smokers waste cigars. I hate when you take 2, 3 pulls like, oh, that's too strong,
and
and
put
put
it
it
down.
down.
That's a waste.
A
I hate that.
nub, you can smoke a whole nub and as a new smoker to get it up to where you want to be, where you can smoke. Like, I'm not a Churchill smoker. I don't. I like to stay. I like to stay in the 5 range. I go to 6, but when
Uh-huh.
you go to 7 and stuff like that, I'm not a big fan. I'm not a big fan of that. Some people are. So if you're a new smoker, I would tell you, now Nub don't pay me, but I would advocate that a new smoker would smoke a Nub Connecticut or a Nub Habano because it's not a
Hold on. Froze up.
large cigar without smoking one. I'll put you in a Corojo size,
Yeah.
a Rothschild size, and 7.5, 4 to 5, and a little medium size ring gauge, nothing over 50, 56, 58, and
Yeah.
let you go from. But yeah, man, look, I set my friends up quick, man. Yeah, go ahead and smoke that.
I done
You
been
see,
there.
I'm sitting in my garage. I'm sitting in my garage sweating. I'm sitting in my garage sweating. We be in the club, AC blowing and everything. Woo.
Woo,
Oh yeah,
sweat.
bro. Yeah, you
That
want to
that
hang?
that cold
You want to
sweat
know what
start
cigar
running.
life is about? Yeah. See that little vein right there? That was it. Was oh Lord, Jesus. Yeah, bro. That what you get for being my friend. Now come over here and get this water so we can
Yeah.
shake you
Get
back.
you some water and
Yeah.
shake back. Now, since we done
Mm-hmm.
started, what advice you got for new smokers?
New smokers. Fine. But this is what I tell them. When you go to a cigar shop, most cigar shops they would have, okay, the name of the cigar, and if somewhat even give you a flavor profile. I know Total Wine, I know they put a flavor profile on there. If you see a cigar you like and they don't have a flavor profile, pull her on in somebody who worked there that may be knowledgeable about it, and pull that flavor profile up. So that way okay, I should taste chocolate. I should taste this. I should taste this. I should taste this. So once you learn, okay, I buy one that has a cedar flavor to it. I don't like cedar. So don't throw the cigar away per se. Just put it on the side. Move to the next. Okay, oak. I like this oak flavor. So now you keep mental notes that I like oak. I like leather. I like the. So now when you go into a shop, you know to look for oak, leather, earthy. You know to look for cedar. You know to look for chocolate. Then you start learning that different leaves, like the Maduro, no matter what it's rolled with, it's going to have a sweetness to it.
Yeah.
You start to learn that. So I would say learn your flavor profile. Don't try to hang with the big dogs. Because in this industry, to be honest with you, there's no real big dogs. There's just people who smoke cigars who like them. So don't try to roll with the so-called big dogs.
Hmm.
If you know this man, you see him out there in the shop and you ask him, he's going to give you good advice. If you see me out in the shop, I'm going to give you good advice because I want you to enjoy it because I just added somebody to my circle that if I run into it, I can sit down and smoke and enjoy it with.
Yeah.
So learn your flavor profile. Learn your sizes, please. I'm gonna tell you, and I'm gonna tell you why. If you're at home, you can smoke a 6x60. You can smoke a Churchill. But if you're going out on a date, you don't want a 60x60. You don't want nothing over 5.
Yeah.
Unless you plan on being at that bar in that location for 2 or 3 hours, because you're gonna be smoking for a while.
Yeah.
If you like me, you smoke in between lunch breaks. Get you some cigarello sizes. 20 minutes, 30 minutes. If you got to get that cigar fixed. I mean, what they are, cracker crumbs.
Yeah.
The tattoo. They make the nub. They make the nub gonna burn a little longer than 30 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
But get some, learn. Okay, I'm going here. This is the appropriate cigar for here, because I know I'm gonna be here for an hour. So I know I got 30 minutes to 45 minutes to smoke. So know your flavor profile. Know your sizes. Understand, 60 is the girth. 6, 7, 5, 4. That's the length. 50 is 50. What it is? 6x60. 6 inches. 60 girth. 50 by 5. 5 inches. 50 girth. So once you learn that, because I remember I ordered a cigar, man. They sent me them Mark Twains.
Uh-huh.
Man, I ordered Mark Twain. Mark Twain came out. I was like, who gonna smoke this? I don't want. No, who gonna smoke this? Now, mind you, I smoke my cigars. But when I first started, I'm like, man, this is not what I ordered. I didn't know. And then I had to learn the sizes.
Yeah.
So learn your flavor profile. Learn your cigar sizes. Once you learn your flavor profile, you learn your cigar sizes. Learn what you can tolerate. Medium, mild, full body. Just because some people been smoking for 10 years don't mean they can handle a full body cigar.
Right.
Just because you just started smoking don't mean you can't handle a full body cigar. So learn flavor profile, sizes, in the strength. Medium, mild, full. I'm a medium, full body person. In the morning when I drink my coffee and I know I gotta go to work, I'm a smoke me a mild one.
Yeah. Yeah.
I know I gotta go to work. I got a few hours. I'm a smoker 50 something by 5. I know I'm gonna be here for 45 minutes to an hour. I don't have to work the day you saw it. I just smoked. It's not a big ring gauge, but it was a long cigar. We've been at this for a minute, and I'm just at the halfway point. I picked that for that reason, because I knew I was gonna be a while.
Right.
So learn your flavor profile, learn your sizes, and learn what you can handle. Mild, medium, full body. Once you learn that, man, the world is yours, because you're gonna learn what beers to drink, what IPAs to drink, what scotch, what whiskey, what cognac, what coffee, what tea. Then you're gonna learn all these things.
Yeah.
And to show you, I don't know if you can see my glass. I got, since I'm halfway finished. This is how powerful cigar smokes are. You can take that, see that smoke in there? Twirl that around a couple of times. You will not believe I just changed the flavor of this tea.
The whole flavor changes.
That's how just imagine if I change the flavor just by the smoke. Then you can learn to pair your cigars and your drinks, because that's what happens. When you drink that and you smoke, you have the cigar flavor profile and your drink profile clashing, and it's like that marriage.
Yeah.
Oh, we go together.
Yeah. Yeah.
And once you learn that, man, you can go anywhere.
Yeah, man. Yeah. That's some good stuff right there. So I got to ask you, I seen you raising chickens.
Yeah.
How did you get into raising chickens?
Well, it's crazy. I'm from the city, but my grandfather and them had chickens.
Mm-hmm.
So I say, whenever I get in the property, I want some chickens. I had 6. 2 of them got away. I didn't put my coop up, as secure as I thought I did. Mm. But now I'm down to 4. I think it's September, October. Oh man, Maxine and another one. I can't. The girls named them. Mine and my girls. They got away. Brown Sugar and Midnight. They got away. It's like, oh man, we ain't got time for this stuff. We got to go. But once I finish and once they start producing eggs, then I'm gonna go look into getting more because the climate that we live in now, I might expand to meat birds, meaning there's chickens that just lay eggs and there's chickens that you raise to eat. Um, I may get into that because the climate that we're in, it seems at some point food will be scarce.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, at the least, I can feed my family
Right,
eggs.
right.
You know, chickens. I mean, we can hunt a little bit, but that's the main reason. So I got the chickens. We feed them up. We feed them every other day. They get water every other day, depending on how hot it is. They may get water every day because the feathers and everything. I got to build them a run so I can get them outside and doing what chickens do.
Mm-hmm.
But that's my babies. I talk to them like they're my babies. Get back, get over there. Where you trying to go? Just stuff like that, so they can get used to me. And the goal is once I make the run, that's gonna be another spot for me to smoke in. I'm gonna put my little chair in there with my little hands.
Smoke in there with them.
Yeah, yeah, and smoke with them and enjoy time with them, so they'll know, hey, this man here take care of us. Let's put out some good eggs for him so he can have something to eat in case shit go bad around here.
Right, right.
So when they comfortable, they produce good eggs. So I mean, I like it. I like it. You wouldn't know I was from the city because a lot of kids were like, "You got chickens?" Like, yeah,
That's the
you
look
from the
I had when I
hood?
see you got chickens. Huh.
Yeah, I wear
Oh,
cowboy
okay.
boots. Man, look, I put on cowboy boots. They laugh at me. Like, what you like, man, I actually own more cowboy boots than I own tennis shoes.
Hmm.
People like, where you going? I can run in these bad boys. I can
That's good
run.
enough. Long as you can run in them, you can
That's
get
good
away from
enough.
what you need to get
You
away
know,
from.
being from New Orleans, and you start hearing that pop, pop, pop. You gonna hear me running. You gonna hear clock, 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 clock. You gonna hear me running. But you know one thing, you like, damn,
Running in them
that boy
boots.
got on Levi's button up in boots running like that. Huh? They gonna know which way to run because they gonna hit me.
Mm-hmm.
But that's just that's just me. Like I said, I grew up in the city, but my great grandfather and my great grandfather, my grandfather, they were still country.
Mm-hmm.
They had chickens, they had ducks. I mean, at some point, I want to get goats. People laugh, but
You ain't got to cut
you
no more
know
grass.
exactly. And the push come to shove, goat milk. I mean, I'm looking to the future, and then
Right.
you look at this COVID stuff going on. A lot of people are getting sick. A lot of people they're not working. I mean, the push come to shove, I got a side hustle. I can sell eggs. If I raise meat chickens, I can sell chickens to get me through. Then when you get older, you're looking at chickens, you might have hogs, now I have a reason to get up every day instead of staying in the bed. So
Right. Right.
it's like I'm preparing for the future to make sure that I stay busy and have something to look forward to every day. So that's one of the reasons. That's another reason why I got them. And it's like I said, they're fun to have. They quiet not because it's nighttime, but best believe when they hear the door open, they go wow, they go crying. About come over here and see me, and I go over there and I mess with them and I pet them and I let them know that okay, I got you covered. I bought you, so I got to take care of you.
Yeah.
And if you're looking to get chickens,
Oh,
the
I ain't
shit
looking
ain't
to get
cheap.
no. Not. No, I ain't looking to get no chickens.
The shit ain't cheap.
I eat too much chicken to have
I'm
chicken.
basically man, look, man, look,
I wouldn't
man,
have them that
look. You
long.
gotta get
I
my
wouldn't have them that long.
man. Shit, well, but be honest, you saying that you get meat birds. Meat birds, you raise them for 3 months. After you feed them for 3 months, they ain't no good for nothing else but to eat because they
They
get so big and they
After
can't
I feed them
maneuver.
for
So
3 months, they feeding me.
yeah, mm-hmm.
That might be
And think
something
about that.
we'll have to talk again over.
Yeah, think about that. You ain't got to worry about no GMOs and all that other stuff when you raising your own chickens to eat.
That's
So
true. That's true.
I ain't got to worry about what you putting in my egg because I raised them myself. So
Yeah, yeah.
it's fun. It's fun. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's fun.
All right, man. So I got to ask you about the Nola Cigar Crew.
Okay, so I'm Nola Cigar Smoker. That's the crew. I'm in multiple different groups on Facebook, but the dude Richard, he reached out to me recently, and he was saying he noticed that I was from New Orleans and that he wanted to start Cigar Fest because I'm in that group. And so I was like, shit, I'm from New Orleans too. Put me down. What you need me to do? And so now that since then we had to postpone it because of COVID restrictions and things like that.
Hmm.
Now it's like, okay, I'm kind of, it's kind of like Richard is the guy. He's Nola Cigar Crew. Richard is that guy. I'm just the guy in the background that helps. But I think because both of our names, my name is Nola Cigar Smoker and it's Nola Cigar Crew, people tend to put us together.
Right.
I'm a part of the group that Richard started, and I'm helping the group that Richard started because, like I said, you from New Orleans, I'm from New Orleans. Anything to put my city on the map, that's what I'm gonna do. So that's why I advocate for the crew so much. I'm also a member of 504 Cigar Club. I'm also a member of Distinguished Ruffians. That was the first group to say, hey man, look, I noticed you smoke cigars. Join our crew. Here goes a membership form. I mean, I got my ring.
Oh
I
man.
got my patch up, my patch up top up there. But Nola Cigar Crew is a group that I'm close to because it's Nola. It's
Right.
New Orleans.
Right.
I mean, you in Houston. You can call me and say, Blunt, I need you. I'ma move. But when Nola called, I'm moving because I want my city to shine. And the city is growing as far as the cigar culture. Everybody know about Cigar Factory. Everybody know about people come and get their cigars, but what he wants to do, Richard wants to do, and what I'm trying to help him do is bring that awareness that the cigar culture in New Orleans and Louisiana is live and is growing. And we're not trying to compete with Dallas, we're not trying to compete with Atlanta, we're not trying to compete, we're trying to add to.
Right.
So you can go to Atlanta and enjoy yourself because Atlanta throw parties the way nobody else in the country can. Dallas throw parties the way nobody else in the country can. New Orleans throw parties
The way
the way
nobody
nobody else can.
nobody else
I'm gonna be
can.
honest with you. Atlanta ain't throwing no real second line.
Nah.
And I'm not, and that's not to put them down, but you can bring a second line band to Atlanta. But when you come to this city here, it's a whole nother culture. So we're not competing with Atlanta because we're gonna mount up and come to Atlanta and smoke with them. We're gonna smoke with Dallas. We're gonna smoke with Florida. We're gonna smoke with Black Cigar. We're gonna smoke with them people. But we want you to see that, man, we can go to the city and have a smoke and have hand grenades and second line
Yeah.
with them fellas and then have a good time. And that's what Nola Cigar Crew is. That's what 504 Cigar Crew is. That's what Havana Port, Smoke on the Water, mine. That's what these groups are.
Hmm.
They're New Orleans. They're New Orleans, and that's what I represent. I mean, I can't. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm New Orleans to the bone, Gristle, baby. I'm old cash money. Old cash money. No,
Cheese
no,
balls and
man.
reeds.
Hold on. Hold on. I'm lying. I'm Big Boy
Oh,
Records.
yeah.
I'm
All the way back.
I'm TT Tucker, DJ Irv,
Yeah,
New
yeah,
Orleans. You know what I'm
way,
saying?
way back.
Yeah, I'm Club Rumors, Whispers. I mean, I'm that New Orleans guy. Katrina changed everything. And, I went up there and spent time in Baton Rouge. Shout out to the VIP Club and Kim with Soul Brothers Cigars out there in Baton Rouge. You know, I'm a part of different groups, but my heart is with the NOLA crew because, in 504 crew, because I'm from here.
Hmm.
And once we learn how to navigate amongst each other to make this thing a beautiful thing, you're gonna see great things come from the city of New Orleans. And my mayor is a joke, but my mayor say, this New Orleans. We not Louisiana. We New
Oh
Orleans.
yeah, that's a fact though.
But
But that's a fact.
but, but you know, the when we represent in New Orleans, we represent for the state. We represent for like I said, Baton Rouge, Lafayette. We represent for everybody in the state of Louisiana. And just because us as people from New Orleans, we like to think we not a part of Louisiana because that's just our culture.
Yeah.
It's no disrespect to anybody around the state. The boys laugh at us. They laugh at us, but we don't mean no disrespect. It's just our culture. We New
Yeah.
Orleans. That's how we rock. Anybody, anywhere you go, what they say? Are you from the city? Everybody know.
Exactly
Nine
what
times
that
out of
means.
10, the city means New Orleans. So with the NOLA crew, with 504 crew, we plan to expand and get to sit down with different crews from Lafayette, Shreveport, Baton Rouge, wherever, Homer, wherever, and be able to sit down and smoke together and bring the state together as one big group and one big crew. I see Papa got barbecue on the back of his name. Maybe he could come down and barbecue with your boy and put some ribs or some gator, whatever you gonna cook. But that's what New Orleans is.
Yeah.
And that's what the crew represents. The crew represents, even though it's NOLA Cigar Crew, the crew represents the state. And the crew goal is to bring everybody together in the state and bring everybody together on the outskirts and just bring that love of cigars to the area. And when we accomplish that, and I say we because like I said, I'm part of the group. When we accomplish that, you'll see a change in the industry within Louisiana and within New Orleans. And hopefully I'll be able to add to the different things because I have some ideas for the city as well. And like I already speak to Richard. I already spoke to Richard about some stuff that I want to bring out. So it's like, okay, the NOLA crew helping the NOLA boy. So the NOLA boy helping the NOLA crew. And so it's like what all of us helping each other, 504, like I say, 504 Cigar Club, we can all merge together and show the country that Louisiana, New Orleans is a staple, one of those go-to places to sit down and smoke a cigar.
Yeah. I love that. I love that. Man, I really appreciate you accepting my invitation. Some great
Oh man,
conversations, some great gems. I hope y'all was taking notes. Man, I really appreciate it. I really do.
man, anytime, man, call me. We can do this again because, like I said, this right here, especially in this COVID environment, it seemed like because it seemed like this is how we get to put this is how we get to put what we love on the forefront. And so I somebody made a statement, asked, do you think COVID contribute to a lot of people smoking? I can't honestly say it is, but if you do look at it, when the question was asked, I couldn't honestly say that. But when you look at it, this is one thing you can do during COVID that you can't go out to eat, but you can order cigars. You can stop at the cigar shop, whether they hand them to you or whether you pick them out yourself. This is something that you can do for COVID. And again, I mean, y'all might have thought I was lying. I actually burn sage. I'm in my garage. I have an altar. I have these things because I do meditate when I smoke cigars a lot of times. So even in this COVID environment, you can have a drink, you can meditate, you can chill, and this is something that you can do by yourself. And then in some cases, you can actually link up with somebody.
Right.
Like I see your boy from the Cigar Club, Ashel. Look, we're gonna link up one day. I know you like a lot of my stuff and you're a big supporter. So we'll get together. Papa, I don't know if you follow me, because we're gonna get together and we're gonna show the world that it doesn't matter where you come from, even in this COVID environment, We can sit down, talk, educate people, enjoy a cigar, and still enjoy each other company.
Yeah, man. Just
I
like
appreciate you, bro.
the motto of the Herfador, man, smoke, sip, and fellowship. You know,
Hey,
that's what it's all about, man.
and
That's
that's
what
what
it's
it's
all
about.
about.
That's what it's about. So keep doing what you're doing. Hopefully, at some point, I get to that level, and we'll be on a different side of the camera next time.
Yeah.
And, like I said, don't hesitate. Don't hesitate to ask me. Hit me up and say, look, I want to do another interview with you. Let's sit down and have some drinks. I'm down for it. Papa, hit me up. Asshole, hit me up. Hit him up. Follow him too. Man, tell him. I know you got people. Tell people your link. Let's reverse this, man. Tell people your link.
Man, Ray True Life is the Instagram. The Herfador you on YouTube. The
Okay.
HerfadorLounge.com is the website. And if you go to my Instagram, in the bio, I got a link, and it got all my stuff. The audio only podcast on Anchor, on Spotify. Anchor put it on a lot of different places. It's on Google Podcasts and uh, something else, a bunch of places. But you can catch
Mhm.
all of these videos, this one and all of the previous ones on the YouTube, as well as the website. You can check that out, which is the HerfadorLounge.com. You know,
All right.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Ain't
so,
nobody never flipped it on me like that.
man, look. Let me tell you something. I love this type of dialogue. I love this type of environment. I like to say positive energy. Like I say, you know, when I say I meditate and I love this stuff, I do it. I mean, as many nights I sit out by myself and I light a cigar and I'm in my own zone. I even have a rule, like when I'm by my parents. My parents know once he light a cigar, leave him alone. Leave him alone, because that's him in his space.
Right.
And so, that's how serious it is for me, to where that's when a lot of problems get solved when I'm smoking. And so when I can have dialogue with somebody who's into this, lifestyle like I am, it's always a pleasure. I've learned some stuff. I know where to go find some stuff. I get to meet new people. I get to answer questions. And so you on one side of the camera, man, you asking me everything, but whoever asks you, what is it for? So we want to know about you as well, because I want my followers to follow you. And I want them to come see what you're doing on your end and build you up, and it comes full circle. So yeah, I'm gonna ask you, tell them about your products and tell them about this stuff. Cause best believe you're gonna have me on here again talking about
Oh
blunt.
yeah. Oh
Tell them
yeah.
about that shop. Tell them about the products, man. Tell us about what you got coming up soon. So
Oh yeah. But see, when the
I
shop open,
appreciate you.
we gonna do it in the shop. How
Oh
about
yeah.
that? How
Yeah.
about that? We're gonna do it in
Mhm.
the shop
Yeah.
when the shop open.
Yeah, now see, I like this, because now you're gonna make me now I have to do something, and that's one
Yeah.
of these things I like
Yeah.
about dialogue. I have to do something, and it's like I can't wait too long, because he's waiting on me and
Oh
they're
yeah.
waiting on me, and they're looking for somewhere to come chill, and they're looking to come chill with me. So get on it, bro.
You got
And
to
I
do it,
like I
man.
say, like I say again, I appreciate everything. It's the second interview I've done the past 2 days. The first one was kind of awful because of the noise and stuff in the background or whatever the case may be. But I want to say I appreciate you reaching out to me, because you actually put me on a platform and you actually introduced me to other people that, you know, that I probably wouldn't get a chance to meet.
Right.
If somebody say, gotta keep them accountable.
Yeah, that's
That
KO
I
right
look,
there. He gonna
look,
be asking me too. He gonna say, Ray,
look,
he ever got the shop open? I'm
look.
gonna say, let me hit him up.
Yeah, look. Follow me. I'm Instagram, Nola Cigar Smoker, Facebook, Nola Cigar Smoke. I think it's Nola Cigar Smoke or Blunt Jr. because I couldn't change my last name. And my last name is a beautiful thing. I got a page on Facebook, so everything you see on Instagram, you can see that. Go to the Facebook, follow, like, share. Nola Cigar Smoke on TikTok. I make little 1 minute videos when I can about different things in cigars. Why leaving the band off to cigar education. So follow me there, and my platform is just gonna grow from here. I can't say where I'm gonna be in the next month or next 2 months, but do know I'm working on growing the platform and growing in this industry and growing as a person to be able to give you information and to be able to smoke and chill and relax and give you that same place to come and invite you into my spot in my area. So come follow me. Like I said, no, just look up Nola Cigar Smoker. It's gonna come up. I use the hashtag Nola Cigar Smoker. So I also use the hashtag Clouded Canopy, Masonic reasons. So follow me. If you're a couple, the group is small, but we have Twin Flames group on Facebook. If you're on the square, we have the Clouded Canopy. It's small groups. I don't get a chance to work on them as much, but if you're on the square, join those groups, help those groups grow. So couples, I'm pretty sure you and your significant other like to sit down and smoke, so you can have dialogue amongst each other and
She
couples.
don't
So,
smoke. I do.
well,
She
hello,
don't.
man.
I'm still trying to find the right one for her. Still trying to find
Look, look. Well, if I tell you this story, she's gonna be mad at me, but I'm not. Stay away from stay away from acid with the 2020 whatever. Stay away from the acids. You can do the sweet bottom bedding, and what it is, Tatahanye or something like that. I never. Oh, that's another thing. I'm not.
Tatauye. I know what you're talking
Yeah, I'm
about.
not good.
Yeah, I know what
I'm
you're talking
not good
about.
at the names, but they got a groovy blue. They got a groovy blue that's good for people who don't really like the taste of natural cigars. So infused cigars, like I said, stay away from that acid because she gonna be mad at you, bro. I'm telling you now. She gonna be mad at you. She ain't gonna want to
Duly
smoke no
noted.
more.
Duly noted. I'm gonna say.
Stay away from the acid. Let her build up to the acid because
Yeah, yeah.
man, man,
You're gonna have to
I go
tell me
through
the
that too.
story off air. You got to tell me the story off air.
Man, I'm gonna just tell you, the acid put you under. I call myself thinking, okay, I don't smoke infused. I said, okay, I'm gonna get you this acid. They just hit. I bought the acid in San Antonio, and let's just say we had to end the night early because that acid kicked in and it wasn't that night. And we laugh at this to this day, like, oh yeah, no, not to buy that for you no more. So
Yeah.
yeah, stick to the Tatanyes. It's the small, like I said, small ring gauge, something like the Groovy Blue, something with good flavor to it. If she like coffee, Nub got some good coffee flavor
Yeah.
cigars.
Yeah.
So yeah, if you want to introduce her to it, yeah, make sure you feed her first,
Yeah,
cause
definitely,
yeah,
definitely, definitely. And have plenty of water.
mm-hmm.
Plenty of water.
Yeah, yeah. So look, I could talk all day because when I'm in good company, I could talk all day. But man, I'm gonna let you go because I know you got stuff to do. I'm gonna go ahead on and finish this up. And look, hit me up whenever you want. Um, if some, as we grow, I'm gonna inbox you my number, so that way we
Mhm.
don't have to worry about social media
Yeah,
tracking each other on that
I'll
end.
do the same.
But eventually, like some of the follows, they following me and they want to run it. You know, after I do my research on you, I'll be willing to leave you my number and we'll be able to communicate off air, off of social media, and be able to make moves that way. So again, I appreciate you giving me this platform. I want to say thank you to Know the Cigar Crew for put me on, allowing me to help them with the Nola Cigar Fest, and we're gonna keep pushing that. When the COVID stuff is over, we're gonna make sure we get that back popping. 504 Cigar Club, thank you. VIP, thank you. Fat Ass, thank you. Pretty Cigar, pretty Girl Smoke Cigars, thank you. Shoot, it's so many. There's so
Yeah.
many of them out there. Come smoke with me. Put some smoke in the air. Cigars and lipsticks. All cigar soles and heels.
Yeah.
All the different people that follow me. Provider Cigar Club. All these small batch companies. Roma Craft, Southern Draw, La Barber Foundation. All y'all, all those people that I've had an opportunity to smoke cigars and grow in this lifestyle. I would like to say thank you to all those people. And again, special thank you to you two for inviting me on your platform and giving me a place where I can speak and meet other people. So I appreciate you.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'll inbox you my number as soon as we done, and we're gonna keep the conversation going. It's going not right now, but we're gonna keep the
Oh
conversation
no,
going.
because I gotta go
We're gonna
inside.
build
It's,
this.
it's
We're gonna
getting
build
dark
this
right now.
friendship.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. So have you a good night, fella, and everybody else, y'all have you a good night. And remember, it's always a good time to smoke a good cigar. Good
Yes,
evening.
sir. Good night.